Hi Virgo, how's things? How are you? I'm Eriu and welcome to Eriu Tarot Readings, and you're all very welcome to your March 2018 reading. So to my old subscribers, I'm sorry I couldn't get to you in February. It was just absolutely mental work-wise. So a lot of you know that I have like several different jobs. And it's, you know, I have to keep everything kind of going and taking over, so I didn't get to do February, so I'm sorry about that. But I'm glad you're back with me now. It's lovely to have you here with me. To my new subscribers, you're very welcome. This is the Tucha tribe, and we take care of each other here. And yeah, you're very welcome. Happy to have you. So Virgo, I don't want to do a long intro because I know I always do. If you're new, check out your moon and your rising sign videos as well, because I guarantee you that this video won't fully resonate with you because it's a general reading. And I know I have to say that a lot, but it's true, because some people still think, you know, oh no, that doesn't make sense, that's not for me. It's like, that's grand. If it's not for you, then just pass it on to whoever it is meant for, and that's fine. What else? Grab yourself a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, something stronger, your dinner, your lunch, your tea, whatever. Wherever you are, whoever you are, in whatever time zone, just chill out with me for the next 30 minutes or less. Depends on how fast I do this. And we'll see how your March is going. Alright, take it easy. This is slightly different reading. This is called Divining Myself, or as I call it, Defining Myself. Let me know if you like it. I'm getting interesting feedback. I think what I'll do is a completely free flow reading next month, but we'll see. This one in particular is about where you are presently, Virgo. Where you are with yourself, what's keeping you back, what's pushing you forward, your motivations, kind of understanding your inner self. It's a 6-card spread. It's pretty sweet. So I'll get cracking on this for you. Tickety boo. I have to say my posture is just awful lately. I keep getting pains in my shoulders and my back. To be careful. It's so easy though, isn't it? There you go. Okay. Cutting. I always seem to go for the middle one. 5, 6, 7, and 8. I haven't been using cards to clarify because the positions are very particular. My little owl up there. Alright, let's see what's going on with you. So, for March 2018, what I'd like you to do is ask this spread a particular question, because this is quite broad. I'm going to keep it really broad. So, ask it a love question, ask it a work question, ask it a family question, friends, finances, business, whatever. Ask it a question and then see how it's applicable to you, okay? Right on. So, first card here, where you are now currently for the month of March, Virgo. Okay, so you have the Ace of Cups. So you have a new beginning in love. Okay, so if some of you are asking about love, well, this is how you're feeling at the moment. This is you currently. So it's not necessarily saying that new love is coming in. What it's saying is that you've kind of had this reboot, an internal reboot with regards to love and where that's going for you, where you'd like to be, what you want, what you don't want. If it's not love, it's just a resurgence of emotional satisfaction in your life. But it's a new beginning, so I just heard in my head, it's about bloody time. It's about bloody time. Is it, Virgo? Let's grab my tea here. Might very well be time. However this pertains to you, this is anyway telling you that there's a new beginning and emotional satisfaction is coming to you. And also, I just think you're just opening up all those feely sides here. Feelings. I know though, this is the thing, I know Virgos that are quite emotionally expressive anyway, but this may be that your cup runneth over for March in particular, with anything that you're doing, or whatever, as I said, however this pertains to your particular question. Very cool, I feel very chilled, I feel very beach-like, it's very calm, very cool. Now the second card is what's bugging you at the moment in March. So what is bugging you this March? Oh, well hey now, the Emperor. So Major Arcana, 2 stripe quite strong cards. This is a person in your life, be it male, be it female, it doesn't matter. Someone that may have more male attributes. By that I mean they could be, you know, we always talk about male female, and the female's passive and the male is direct and assertive, blah, all that stuff. I don't like using those anymore. Actually, I think I'll scrap that. This is a person who is very self-assured, very resilient, very knowledgeable about themselves, knowledgeable about what they do. They're like, if you want to call it, they're like the CEO. You know what I mean? They're the CEO of a company, and they know exactly what they're doing and where they're going, and they know everyone else's departments, and they know how they work, and they know how they come together and work on other things, and this, that, and the other, knowing all the components of what makes something work. But it's not just being the person that knows that, it's being the one that oversees all of that, the captain of the ship. So some of you at the moment may be having someone, this could be a family member, or it could be someone in your workplace, or it could even be your other half, that is really asserting themselves this month, and to the point where it's too much, way too much. You're like, back it up. There's no need for that. That's what I keep hearing, is there's no need for that. Someone who wants to make their presence known, even though they're not vocally assertive. Their presence is known more than their words. And it's kind of off-putting for me, to be quite honest. I don't really like this energy. Whoever this is in your life at the moment, Virgo, they're really freaking, I don't know, what's with them? I don't even want to really talk to them. There's something about them. It's kind of creeping me out a bit. Or it's this energy that you're walking into. When I said that their presence is more known rather than it being vocal, is that when you're in the room with them, or you're left even with them to talk to them, it's very uncomfortable and it's very awkward. But they know this is very uncomfortable and awkward for you, Virgo, and that's why they do it too. I don't feel pure malice here, but I feel like they know that their presence makes it awkward, and they don't even want to change that. They're like, I don't have to. Why should I? I'm not going to. It's like, well, yeah, could you reach out? Could you give an olive branch? Can I, do you mind? I'm just going to do this because you're making me uncomfortable, whatever that is. I don't like it. This person isn't going to change. They're not going to change their ways. So you need to find a route that works for you when you're in their company. Because this completely goes against how you are in March. Completely goes against, they're just like stuck in the mud. Oh, forget it, over it, no. Over. Now your third card is what you like about yourself. So what do you like about yourself, Virgo? As I've been saying to people, it's very hard to find it harder to say what we like about ourselves as opposed to what we don't like, because you always kind of know those bits, don't you? You always know those bits first that need to be worked on. But for the month of March anyway, not leaving it a very heavy energy, the month of March, what do you like about yourself? Knight of Pentacles. Okay, not surprised. This is my lone wolf card. This comes in as like, I'm doing my own thing, I'm making my own money, I got my own thing going on, I got my friends, got my family, I got those things, but to be honest, I'm on my own and I'm okay with that. This is about having accumulated a certain amount of wealth, be it financial or be it tangible or non-tangible, and even knowledge of yourself, and saying like, look, I'm okay by myself. Like, I actually don't need this. You don't need this. This is so outdated. I don't know who this person is, but they are so archaic in their ways of thinking. Oh my God. God, where did they... I just heard women need to be in the kitchen, men need to be working. Oh, okay, whatever. Shut up. Bye. So this one, as I said, is about you. Kind of going, yeah, do you know what? I've done really good. I've done really well for myself to get even to this point, especially for March. You're going to feel good in March, Virgo. No matter what it is, you've put in a lot of work into your life in general. I don't even want to pick one section. You've just done a lot for yourself, and you know you have, and you're probably exhausted by it all, but you're going to start seeing the accumulation of the wealth, the accumulation of the investment that you've put into something. You're going to see that grow and properly manifest in March. So either way, you're good to me. The thing with this card is there's always that thing of don't be too much of a lone wolf, right? Because even wolves mate for life, you know. You're probably like, oh, I want to find another lone wolf, 2 lone wolves. Yeah, maybe. But every now and again come back out into society and reintegrate yourself. If it's a case that you're already doing that, and some of you are like, to be honest, I'm happy enough to be in this because I give so much of my energy externally, then that's fine to be in this. But you're doing really well, and I think you're finally acknowledging the fact, because some of you have been working so hard that you haven't had time to give yourself a pat on the back. This is saying not only do you need to do that for yourself, but the rewards that you're going to reap are lovely. Okay, now going on to what you don't like about yourself for the month of March. What's going on with you internally? What you not like? Seven of Rods. So, what you don't like is the fact that you've had to battle your way to get to this. Be it a group of people, be it just different areas of your life. People have been pulling out of you left, right and centre, Virgo. And it's like, you give so much, but when do you stop? When is that boundary put up there? When do you decide this is enough? I'm not doing this. And the fact that you even had to put up this boundary in this fight is just ridiculous anyway to me. But because because do you know why? Because I know you give so much that when I see this, I'm like, who's at you now? People are going to take. And this is bashing. I just heard people bashing. So for some of you, wherever you may work or your family or friends, whatever, there may have been a time where, even with this person, there may be a time where you feel like everyone is against you or everyone's trying to pull out of you. And you're like, you need to leave me alone. I'm fine as I am. Stop being at me for things. Just back off. And the fact that you're going to learn that in your vocabulary and execute that a little bit more is very important for you in your development throughout March, and something that you can hold on into April, into May, into June and July. Okay, it's a very, very nice lesson for you. Do I know that it's hard enough to deal with? Absolutely. Do I understand that having to fight your way through things is hard going? Absolutely I do. But it's important to know that you're going to be victorious in this. And things that don't serve you will fall by the wayside, and people will finally start listening to you and what you need and what you don't need. But you'll just have to shout a little bit louder this time. I know Virgos like their food and their drink, and I just want to say really quickly, I got this tea. It's cherry and cinnamon tea. It's friggin' beautiful. Twinings make it. This video is not sponsored by Twinings, by the way, but I just think it's bloody lovely and you might like it. Okay, just a little interjection. Alright, the middle card here for you is your talent. So what is your talent for the month of March? Seven of Cups. Aha. Okay, illusions. Being full of illusion, disillusioned, having the veil of confusion, wanting to lift it, wanting to get rid of it. So your talent this month is, even though that things... accumulation. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is the people that are at you, the hard times that you've had to face, the things that you need to be more vocal about and standing up for yourself, the work that you've needed to put in and feel like you're constantly fighting against, that is the payoff for you at throughout the month of March. That is your reward. Your talent is your ability to lift the veil of confusion. Whatever this is, Virgo, I nearly said Cancer. Whatever this confusion is that you have in any area of your life, the fact that you have the ability to be a lot more decisive about what to cut out and what to keep, who to talk to, who not to, what brings you joy, what doesn't bring you joy. Because I'm seeing an equilibrium. I'm seeing a real equilibrium, and I feel like as well a lot of you are emotionally invested in some things, and there's some things that you'll just need to let go of for whatever reason, because you can't throw all the balls in the air and expect to catch them all. When they come down, you just can't. The confusion could be where you go next, what you do next. Do I stay in the link with this person? Do I move on to this new job? Do I stay with my partner? Will I look for someone new? That's all gonna... I know you may not feel it at certain times throughout March, but I'm telling you now, you have this veil. You have and I keep seeing your hands picking it up and pulling off the veil and looking at things and being very decisive in your decision making. And that's important. I don't feel like this is a very heavy energy, this confusion, and maybe some of you do feel like it is, but I'm telling you, this is momentary. Your talent to be able to almost Ace of Swords and be cutthroat about what you want, what you don't want, who you need, who you don't need. It's easy and it's done. That's what it feels like for me. Whatever this is going to be done, really, you won't notice this until March comes and goes and you went, oh my God, That was fast, and I did all that. I got rid of that. I'm here now. Amazing. That's the feeling I get. It's very swift. Now, what number are we on here? 6. Is it 6? 6th position. Yes, it is. So, what is tempting you throughout March, Virgo? What is your temptation? What's kind of, and you know, temptation doesn't mean we actually go for whatever it is. It's more of a case of if you're on the prize and what's pulling you away slightly, what kind of making you look over to your left or your right and pulling you away. So what's your temptation for March? 10 of Rods. Okay, you're working far too hard. The temptation is to take on all the responsibility yourself because you have that theory of, well, you know, if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be me. If you want something done, do it yourself. And that's fine. And I get it because as well you're against a lot of this energy. Excuse me. Then I want to say to you, let go of some of these rods. Not all these are yours to take. This responsibility is not all yours. And it means that you don't have a very fun month, which you should do. The temptation to keep working, to keep trucking on, to get it done. The late nights, the early mornings, I get it, I've done it myself, and you know what? The work gets done either way. Are you a working sign? Yes. Are you very pragmatic? Absolutely. But does that mean you have to be like that all the time? No. You kind of seem to have a lot on your plate anyway throughout March. As I said, nothing too heavy, but the accumulation of things and people and scenarios and dramas and all that is not something that you need. So throw down the ones that you don't need, let them go. Or let someone else take the responsibility for a while. The ones that need to be your priority, take those. But you see, you can't even look up because you're just like, I'm in the grind now, I'm nearly there, I'm nearly there, I'm nearly there. For some of you that are studying, cut yourself a bit of slack is what I want to say. Cut yourself a bit of slack. Drop these ones. They're not all yours, but some people are very happy for us to take the responsibility, right? I've got my I always say this, but my Venus and Mars are both in Virgo. And so I know that's kind of like, that doesn't have anything to do with how you work, your work ethic, but I always feel like it does for me because I'm just strong, like, no, we need to get it done, to the point where like I let my body go and I let my health go. And this is saying, don't do that. Don't let that side of you go. Let go of these ones of responsibility. They're not all yours to take. Okay? 7th position here is your personal quest for March. Sorry, they keep pulling me back. They're really, I might come back to them, I don't know, I'll see. Your personal quest for March, what is it, Virgo? Oh, okay, so this is cool. So I said about the Ace of Swords anyway, this is after popping up. So this is really clarifying that the Ace of Swords come in to cut away all the crap that you don't need. Your personal quest is to alleviate what is being accumulated around you. Because as I said, you have a lot of things. You have the people, you have the responsibilities, you have emotional investment. Are the rewards good? Yes, but what is the payoff? Is it strong enough? Or are you burning both ends of the candle? Your personal quest is to get rid of the stuff that you don't need anymore. That includes people, Virgo, and that is not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. What's taking up your time? I feel like there's a lot of things that are taking up your time and that maybe they don't have as good an investment as you think they do, or their payoff isn't as good as you think it is. So your personal quest is to get rid of all this. To get rid of it, It's coming in to chop it down. Bam. Good, I'm glad you've done this. Take on that air sign approach. Really look at the tea. Like, what is it? What's going on? And be really, and I said you were decisive here. I want you to be even more decisive. And almost like unforgivable. Or, no, that's wrong. Unapologetic about it. Be unapologetic. Aquarius had this card in this position here. And believe me, they were swinging that sword around. You're not going to do that. I know you're not. You're just going to look at things, observe it, see how it's compartmentalized, and then cut it down. Done. See ya. That's your personal quest. That's something you need to work on throughout the month of March, Virgo, okay? Now, your last card here for you is your current guardian angel. So, current guardian angel, we always think that we have the one. I like to think that we have a spiritual family that takes care of us. And when we're in need of one particular assistance in one particular area, that they both kind of take turns. They all kind of take turns to do like you know, guardian angel shifts, you know. I like to think that, but let's see. More importantly, this is about what's on your side for the month of March, what's actually bringing you through, and what's kind of, you're like, oh, by the grace of the gods, this is helping me. Could be a person, could be you, or could be something else. Let's see. Okay, Six of Pentacles. So it is you actually, which is lovely. So your ability to balance out all of this, all of these, it's what's actually your greatest asset for this month. Your ability to give and receive. Now, I said to you about boundaries, and this is about knowing when to say yes and knowing when to say no. Knowing how much you want to give and how much you should receive. Sometimes we say it's nicer to receive without expectation, but you need to know, because you work so hard and you give so much of yourself, you can run yourself low so very quickly. This is about keeping in check those parts of yourself that you're giving and knowing how much you need to give or you want to give in order to keep yourself going. Balancing out your life in general, like this feels kind of good. It doesn't feel terrible. I know it's not very dramatic spread for you for March, but you know, maybe you just need a break. Once this Ace of Swords comes in, this helps. This helps. And it happens. Also, take a leaf out of the Libra book, which is governed by the Ace of Swords as well. Libra, Gemini and Aquarius in the balancing act of life. And I'm hearing for a lot of you, your health has gone downhill. Because you just haven't done that, have you? You've been focused on these people, on this, that you haven't actually taken care of yourself. So this is saying by the end of the month, once you start really speaking your truth of what you need and what you don't need, who's there for you, who's not there for you, once you cut it all up with your big sword or your scissors, the equilibrium comes more into effect for you. And okay, do you know what? I'm just intrigued who this is, because they keep pulling me back even though they're not saying anything. I'm going to pick random cards. Who is this? Random. 2. Oh, they don't really want me to... Oh, sorry, it's 3. Okay. Okay, just got for some of you, you may be working in the social care industry or care in general, like an SNA, like a special needs assistant or behavioural therapist. CBT, isn't it? Cognitive behavioural therapist. Oh, words. So some of you are dealing with someone who's quite sick, and yes, quite set in their ways, and sometimes when they speak they're very truthful, but it hurts the bone. That's what I'm hearing. And that you need to open your eyes to the fact that even though you're allowing this person to say these things and act this way, that it's not justifiable actually. Regardless of how they're feeling, it's not okay. Now they appear to be quite knowledgeable, they appear to be quite informed, yet at the same time their views are slightly archaic. That's for some of you. For some of you, this person is actually putting their badness upon you, and it's actually the weird dynamic that you have between the two of you is that they it's very stressful at times when you're in their company, and that's like when you get out of it you're like you just need to, you're just like, oh okay, oh god, you know, it's like it's a bit much and you need to get back to yourself and rebalance yourself, even just go for walks or read books. You just need to be away from them. Time with them you prefer to be limited, but you can understand why they are the way they are. It's time for you, for some of you Virgos, to not make excuses for this person anymore. It's not right. It's not right what they say. It's not right. And I think you need to speak up a bit more about that. Even if nothing changes, they'll know then that you're somebody who can be, if necessary, a force to be reckoned with on or on a lesser scale. Someone who has strong opinions and isn't afraid to vocalise them. Don't let them pull you down. This is... I'm sorry, I just heard in my head, this is a fucking ridiculous thing. How they carry on at times. This person also may play games slightly with you, and they're aware of it. They find your your softer points, and they play off that, and I don't like that. Take the blindfold off. Do not let them do this to you anymore, and do not let them... God, I feel like they're just a bit jealous of you. Yeah, that's true. Okay. They've always been like this towards you, kind of. And if not, since they've gotten sick. They were different years ago. As a younger person, they were different. They just learned bad habits about people because bad was done onto them, and therefore they take it out on you. It should be, when you learn from bad, you do good. Oh, that was just an extra message there for you, Virgo. I'm still going to do that with him. Virgo, for the month of March, this has been your 2018 reading for March. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, let me know. If you don't, I think I'll do some just random, like, free flow ones for next month. Because that's one of the readings that I provide as a free flow, where I cut the deck and whatever comes out, comes out. So maybe if you'd like that, let me know. If you dig what I do, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. It's always lovely, and more important to take care of each other, because that's what we do here. If you would like to look at a service list and price list, I can provide that for you for any personal and in-depth readings that you may need. My details are at the end of this video and below this video as well. To my old subscribers, so lovely to have you with me again. I always enjoy doing Virgo readings, always. I fucking love Virgos. And to all my new subscribers, so glad you're here with me. Even if we only had this one time together, I'm happy you were here. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Have a beautiful March, Virgo, and I'll see you soon. I'll see you in April. Take care. Bye-bye.